My name is Don Swanee, and I'm grateful to be down here. It's more freer down here, and it's more beautiful. Up there, I wouldn't get along with people very much, and down here, I'm getting along with people. I learn about new machineries I haven't even seen before, and it's really getting along great here.
Jonestown was sold as paradise.
Father Jones. Had it not been for him and the example he sets, none of this would have been cleared, none of the bush or jungle would have been cleared. The buildings were able to do this. That's a story.
A land where all were equal, safe, and free from America's cruelty. But freedom in chains is not freedom. It's captivity. They thought they had escaped oppression, but they were entering a prison disguised as paradise. If you're into true crime stories like this, hit subscribe, because this is what we do. Now, back to the video. When Jim Jones led hundreds into the Guyanese jungle, he called it salvation.
These are potato chips made from plantain, and they're more delicious. They're a combination of a potato chip and a French fry. And radishes,
Farms, schools, clinics, a society built from scratch. For families, it felt like they were building Eden itself.
Hundreds of people loved that. They loved to see the children of all races. And so they we were all optimistic that things were going to work out. And that if anything wasn't right, we had a chance to fix it, we'd just fix it.
All around Jonestown and showing their happiness and how well they love it here in Jonestown.
Yeah, it's the best place I've ever been.
Flying is bigger than Ukiah.
You get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you go to breakfast. You get one bowl of rice. At that time, I think it was rice and milk is what it was. And the rice and milk consisted sometimes of bugs floating around all on top, and you had to eat it all.
But Jonestown was no Eden. The soil resisted crops, the jungle swarmed with disease, hunger crept in, families labored for up to 16 hours for one meal.
Jonestown was ill-equipped to provide a life for all the people that arrived. And Jim Jones is aware that what's happening in Jonestown is not sustainable either.
We thought of ourselves as revolutionaries. And so we thought that certain sacrifices were something that was easy for us to give up, because we were so determined to make the world better and to demonstrate that we could do all this on our own, in another country, not depending on the goods and services of the United States. So all of the things that went on with Jim and the way the power plays and all that, we did love Jonestown. Jonestown had so much potential that in a way we weren't careful enough keeping Jim out of power, getting him out of power.
What started as a dream community was withering into something else, a factory of exhaustion and obedience.
Free at last, thanks for the living, I'm free at last.
In Jonestown, freedom was an illusion. Children rose before dawn to chant loyalty.
Jim would make these announcements. He'd say, I'm sending out some children and some of my aides and other people you won't know who they are to pretend they want to leave. And it's a test, it's a loyalty test. And if anyone comes to you, you're to report them.
Letters home were censored. Every hour of every day was watched.
I've alerted every person in this government, from the Prime Minister on down. The Border Patrol said if you tried to cross, you'd be shot.
Guards with rifles ensured no escape.
We didn't know Jim had gunfire going off in the jungle, but we heard it, and he said it was the United States government coming in to torture the children and kill us.
Punishments were brutal.
They had this discipline thing where they would discipline kids.
It was a punishment for the child and the parent. They'd be taken away from the pavilion at night, and you could hear them screaming.
And as they screamed, that microphone was put to their mouth so that the whole compound could hear.
And they'd be tied by ropes and, held down in it, and they'd go down, and they couldn't see, and something would grab at them and pull them down.
Jones' voice blared from loudspeakers every night, hours long.
And Jim spoke 24 hours a day on it. And when he wasn't speaking, the tapes that they'd made of him speaking played on and on and on.
We had no other radio or TV or communication with parents or any kind of, update that could show us really that there's a whole other thing going on besides what Jim was interpreting for us.
I make my stand clear. Give us our liberty or give us our death.
No matter where you were, you could hear. You could hear it in your bunk at night. You could hear it when you're in the outhouse. You could hear it when you were working in the field. You could hear it all the time.
At least on those terms, we choose our death, and no one chooses it for us.
By day, they worked. By night, they listened. And every breath pulled them deeper into a cage built by faith and fear.
You all happy? You here? You happy, Tom?
Yes.
Everybody's happy down here. You can see that that's an obvious fact.
By 1978, paradise was collapsing. Food was scarce.
Ultimately, Jones has about 1,000 people in a place built for half that. Almost instantly, there's not enough food.
We're going to conserve on food, keep that up because we'll need every dollar because this is the only kind of place to be. Freedom.
As more people began coming, even the children weren't getting what they needed, and the senior citizens definitely were not getting the food that they needed.
We even sell bananas now because we're trying to make money. We need money so badly to take care of.
Medical care was primitive.
Now you goddamn miserable people in the pharmaceutical department, they got medicines I pay the cost thousands of dollars to bring it across the sea, and you won't take the goddamn medicines. Now you tell me why in the hell you didn't. Oh, son of a bitch. Dad spends thousands of dollars for our health care, and you are wasting money on people's lives by not taking medications as ordered.
And Jones himself was unraveling, drugged, paranoid, and furious.
Put him in the fucking box with the frog tonight. Then see if you can stay away from the frog. One touch of the fucking frog. How about that, Willie boy? Big old ganglang Willie boy. How about going in the box tonight with the frog?
Dad,
How about the frog?
Truthfully,
Get the frog. Why don't you put your hand in there with the frog?
Dad.
Come on, Willie boy. Put your hand in there. Put your hand in there, Willie boy. Put your hand in there. Put your hand in there, Willie boy. We might as well be free from you. Nobody else see it. Nobody else see it. No more pissing. Get a container for me. No more pissing in the ground. And I hope it doesn't have a bad effect on your leader. You people all tighten me up. God damn you sons of bitches. God damn you. I sure as hell would glad to walk to the fucking toilet. But I don't have the time to walk to the goddamn toilet. Son of a bitch. Okay. Now I gotta piss in a pot. There won't be no pot, so I'll stay in there till the goddamn bladder bursts. There won't be no pot. No, there won't be. Because you sons of bitches, anything I do, you gotta do. God damn you. Why don't you work like I do then? Why don't you take the burdens I do then? Son of a bitch, I ever saw anything like this. I hate these goddamn meetings. I don't give a shit what was said back there. Since then, we've changed the rules.
For the third time running, someone has tried to poison my food. We have the sediment, and study them under the microscope. What kind of beast do we have in our midst?
And they want me to use protein because of the situation that I'm having right now. I thank you that took the extra plates. Thank you, selfish sons of bitches that ought to have died before you ever got over to the promised land.
To test loyalty, Jones staged drills that he called White Nights.
Attention, attention. Every member of the community must come to the pavilion immediately. People's helpers must go around and escort them into the pavilion. We may have an invasion.
Followers were given cups of liquid and told it was poison. They drank, believing they would die.
My name is Larry Schacht, and I'm glad to be here in Jonestown. We've come to a decision. And decisions based on obstacles we've had to confront on several occasions. And we've decided to take our lives, and I've decided to take my life because we can't give to the world what we really want to give.
My name is Krista Amos, and I'm 11 years old. And it would be hard for us to have to separate and, for living together for a long time.
My name is Bill Oliver, and I'm a Marxist-Leninist. I made the decision to commit revolutionary suicide, a decision that's been well thought out. I've been a member of People's Temple for 7 years, and I know of the goodness. And in my death, I hope that it would be used as an instrument to further liberation. Thank you.
My name is Etta Thompson, and I'm a member of People's Temple. We'd rather die knowing who we are and what we are.
My name is Jeff Carey, and I'm a Marxist-Leninist, and I'm proud to be this. And I voted here tonight to undergo revolutionary suicide with everybody else, and I'm proud to do it.
When nothing happened, Jones revealed it was only a test. Relief rippled through the crowd.
So many white nights at night, so many times we had to believe we were going to commit suicide, revolutionary suicide, and so many times you were distressed that it hadn't happened because life here became so frightening.
The drills were not theater. They were rehearsals for death. And next time, the poison would be real. Jonestown was no paradise. It was a cage, and the man who promised freedom was the one tightening the chains. That's the end of episode 2, Paradise in Chains. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the finale. Comment your biggest takeaway so far and share this video with your friends and family. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.